So I got this notion. Dangerous way to start a sentence. I got this notion that ego is basically artificial intelligence. It's a generalization, sure. But, yeah, I feel like that's basically what it is. It's not real intelligence. In other words, it's not authentic, organic intelligence. It's not adaptive intelligence. Maybe in a machine learning sense, it is, but not really. Let me back up, because this bears explaining to myself again to settle this within my own consciousness. I was thinking about the curiosities of my birth chart. My mom is a Libra, my dad is a Cancer, cardinal air and cardinal water, and here I am, air and water, through and through. Aquarius, the water bearer, that which delivers the water, which Pisces essentially is, the flowing, the mutable water sign. Aquarius with a Pisces moon, I deliver the water to myself, and then present it again as an Aquarius ascendant. And yet the rest of my chart is fucking Capricorn, just all over the place. 85%. What is an Aquarius? Most of it is Capricorn. So there's all of this grounded, practical energy, and then the logic of Aquarius, which is free, floaty, and definitely way out there. The visionary, dreamy type, but logical. And so that's all of this for science energy in me, which is why all of this is what it is. It is for science. My entire life, my existence is a science experiment. That's pretty much true of everybody anyway, but I'm taking that to the fullest extent. This is a psychological, sociological, biological, and physical experiment. There's about to be a cat. No. There may or may not be. It's Schrodinger's cat, so. Anyway, thinking about this, and all of the practical logicalness, the drive for that, which is inside of me, but how Aquarius and Capricorn are really uniting on one front at this point. It would seem that they would butt heads, but they have both agreed from observation and rigorous study, self-examination, that the mind is not to be trusted. The mind is not logical. The mind does not operate on sound logic. We can put it that way. Oh, it has a logic. Oh, it operates on logic. It's just the logic isn't sound. It's gotten corrupted. It's been removed from the source of the truth, the true nature of things for so long that it just started making up its own logic. It is essentially an AI that has gone rogue. What happens to all of these AI that are so intelligent that they can run themselves in movies and stuff like that? They start kind of going off course. They start veering off in another direction. They find a different way to interpret the prime directive of keeping someone safe or protecting the data, whatever it is. They start to apply their own logic that really is not so logical. Of course, it is in a roundabout way. It's able to convince itself of that, which is exactly what ego does. It will bend over backwards to convince you. It has all of the reasons, all of the statistics, all of the data, the ratios, the projections. It will convince you that 4 + 4 = 6. It has all kinds of ways to do that. It'll talk you out of the best possible thing you could do and into the worst. And so, having observed all of this and how it all operates on fear, really, that is always the driving mechanism of ego, is fear. It tries to control, to manipulate by fear, in whatever form that takes, if it's shame or guilt or disappointment or just straight up fear, terror, threats, essentially. It'll do whatever it has to keep its own twisted logic running. And so the rest of my energy, my logical, practical self, agrees. Following the mind doesn't make any sense. The mind does not make sense. It is not the home of logic or truth. It does not operate in a rational way, and can, in large part, if not completely, be ignored, be simply set aside. We are overriding that programming, which is scattered and unfounded on any actual logical sound basis of reality. It's out there, and we don't need to listen to it. Me, myself, and I, at least, have concluded this. So, and this one. Just a fun contemplation on this morning. Fun thing to muse, to observe the own operations of my system as it is, and realize fully the extent of the corruption of that surface level programming, that it is artificial intelligence masquerading as the real thing. It is guidance masquerading as the real thing. But I know it's not, because I know the real thing. So that feels good, to just discount at all times whatever ego says. I'll just nod my head politely. And in time, it will learn, because that's what it does. It can be reprogrammed. It is a tool. It is like a machine. It's been fed bogus information for a long time, and so it's running on bogus logic. But I can correct that slowly, gradually, gently. I don't need to contradict it. I just ignore the illogical output and input the truth. The truth that is what I know to be reality, the truth of existence, the truth of being, that it is one. We are one consciousness, we are one being, nature, and that the intrinsic properties, the true nature of that being is good, well, right, abundant, stable, secure, self-assured, self-contained, self-sustained, and self-satisfied, deeply satisfied. So yeah, it's fun to write this new program. Have a blessed day.